with a change of a season, we also want to change our perfumes, because something which you wear during the winter, it's not gonna be suitable for summertime, or let's say it can be a little bit maybe too heavier. In here I have citrusy perfumes which I'm gonna talk about, and when I talk about citrus, it can be lime, lemon, grapefruit, orange, mandarin, or bergamot. I have here 6 fragrances plus one which I finished few months back, and I'm gonna mention it. Either though I have here, let's call it 7 scents, it doesn't mean I'm gonna repurchase all of them, but I'm gonna talk about it later on. First one, it's light blue from Dolce Gabbana. I went through few of those and I do like it. This particular one, it's my repurchase, and it's a refillable bottle, meaning you can just buy the refill and just put it in. What I did for this video, I sprayed the scent, and then I was writing down what about I think the fragrance. So that's what I'm gonna present to you first, and then I'm gonna go over the notes. So when I spray this at the beginning, besides alcohol, I could smell fresh cut lemon zest, the lemon zest which you get from the skin, and then later on something green and herbal, maybe a little bit lime. It was less lemony. Yeah, so it was not as powerful as at the beginning. After many hours, it smells like lemon juice with something else, but it did stay. So at the end of the day, I could still smell it. It wasn't as strong as at the beginning, but it was still there. What is actually inside? On the okay, so there is top note, middle note, and base note. Top note is the one which you smell right away. The middle note, it's something which you smell after like 2 or 3 hours, and the base note, that's what stays at the end of the day. The top notes are Sicilian lemon, apple, cedar, and bellflower. Then middle notes is bamboo, jasmine, and white rose, and base notes are cedar, musk, and amber. Do I like this scent? Yes. Will I repurchase? I already did. In fact, this is like my summer fragrance, which, okay, you know, in the morning when you take shower, that's the thing which wakes you up. For some people, it's a cup of coffee. For me, is this. Once you spray it on, you're like, yes, I'm wide awake. So this is like my morning wake-up call, but also it's my summer fragrance, and yes, I will rebuy it again. Next one, it's Dior Addict 2, or at least that's the way how it was called when I got introduced into it. Since then, that scent was on and off of the market under different names. Currently, or at least the bottle which I have, it looks like Dior lipstick or lip gloss, and it's pink in color. When I spray it, what first I smell was the grapefruit and maybe some orange skin. After a while, I could still smell grapefruit, but something else was coming up, taking over, and it was a little bit of sweet, and then and then later on, grapefruit is there, but it's mixed with something else that makes it last longer. But overall, yes, it does smell nice. And yeah, if I have to, let's say, call them or name them somehow, this, it will be summer, this it's spring. But what are the actual notes are top note, grapefruit, freesia, orange, and bergamot. Then middle notes, the one later on, pomegranate, lotus, watermelon, pineapple, lily of the valley. And the base notes, what stays all the way at the end, white musk, cedar, and sandalwood. With the base notes, let's say if you have few fragrances, some of the notes gonna repeat themselves, such as musk, sandalwood, What else was there? I know there were a few others. When you sniff this one, it's like smelling lemons, but when you go for this, it's grapefruit. And once you get more in deeper, that's when you realize there's something else underneath. Will I repurchase? We should see, because it's harder for me to find. So it's one of those things which is like 50-50, either I buy it or not. I'm gonna follow up by Guerlain, their Aqua Allegoria line. This particular one, it's Mandarin Basilic. I did video about Guerlain fragrances, which I have, so I can easily link it to it somewhere. When you smell it, it's mandarin surrounded by some greenery. So let me read you my first experiences. Smells sweetness of mandarin with notes of something green. So that was the my first take on it. Not as sweet as orange zest. And what is it? It's spring. It's a spring scent or evening fragrance. Uh, Okay, funny note. When you're at the gym, let's say you work out and there is someone, can be either like 2-3 machines farther down, but because they spray cologne or something else, it's so strong, you can smell it maybe like 20 feet away from you. So with this, it will not scare people from the gym. So let's say if you're gonna be next to me and I'm wearing this, you're gonna be fine. You're not gonna have a headache and you're not gonna be coughing. And another note, easy to wear around kids. Yeah, it's a pleasant scent, light, sweet, but refreshing. What actually is in it? And with this, because this is the actual Mandarin Basil, there is another version, Forte, not this one, here we go. There's another version, Forte, which I'm going to talk about it. You know what, let me just take it out of the bag so at least you can see it. So that's the original one, that's the Forte, which is deeper in color and the label is different. But how I can compare them, like this is, let's call it orange hard candy, this is like orange starburst. But going back to the notes for this, where was it? Top notes, clementine, bitter orange, orange blossom, green tea and ivy. Middle notes, mandarin, orange, basil, chamomile and peony. And then on the bottom, it's sandalwood and amber. And I'm sure you already see the pattern, sandalwood, amber. So yes, those are the one which is gonna prolong the wear of the other notes which were introduced. Yeah, I do like it. So this I can, well, let's say springtime evening, or let's say when I want something lighten, while the Forte, it's a little bit heavier, which is still pleasant, but maybe more evening time. Yes, I do like it. Obviously, it will be hard for me to decide which one I want to repurchase. And I have one more battle from this lines, which I'm going to talk about it in a moment. But yeah, which one I will repurchase to be find out. But obviously, one of those. Let me put this one away. I'm going to switch a little bit and go more upscale. Aerin, she's a Estée Lauder granddaughter, and she has her own line within the Estée Lauder. Underneath her umbrella, she has many scents, and this is, let's call it more stronger, I don't know, like they're more luxurious thing. When I got the package, yes, it is nice because it's like a soft in touch, and when I open it, you're gonna see. However, when I got it, I'm like, why does this remind me of something? I have the Tiffany, the original one, and when I bought the big bottle, the package was similar except the color was different, but everything else looks the same. So I don't know if they're made in the same factory or maybe like they were looking for the same pattern. Either way, so it comes in a nice fuzzy box. Yeah, and then when you open it, it's a pretty bottle with a small note, and they did pay attention to the details because this is like let's call it golden with engraved name. There's a little tassel. The regular fragrances, let's say they look the same, except the caps come in different colors, and I don't think this one is gold. Either way, so presentation on its own, yes, it is really beautiful. The presentation, yes, it's very beautiful. So as a gift, why not? It's perfect. Or if you want to treat yourself, so that's what I did. When I think at that time Esther was having some kind of a sale, so I was like, okay, what can I buy so I can get those, I think either gift time or free products. So what can I purchase to get me those items? So I chose this. And okay, first of all, let me tell you what is it. It's Aerin, and I'm gonna kind of translate. It's lime of Sicily, 1.7 ounce, which is 50 ml. And when I read the name, I was like, oh, it's gonna be like a lime scent. However, I was a little bit surprised, but let me read you my first take on it. When I spray it, you can smell citrus surrounded by something else. It's flowery, but takes over the citrus vibe, also something herbal and earthy. Notes are bergamot, maggot, demae, and jasmine. When I read it, I'm like, what is that maggot? And then I look it up, and that maggot demae, it's lily of the valley. And I was like, why not gonna make it easier for a customer? Just say what's in it instead of going with those bougie words, but oh well. So the notes are bergamot, lily of the valley, and jasmine. At the end of the day, what I was smelling was the mixture of lily of the valley, jasmine, and citrus scent in the background. In my perfume project pan video, one of the scents which I was trying, which were in that category, was the Jennifer Aniston. And even though if you look at the notes, there's like a bunch of flowers, the only one which you could smell was jasmine. And I'm not gonna say it's similar. In that one, that jasmine was taking over everything else. In this one, this is something similar but with different note. Honeysuckle, light scent of citrus, still there but hiding. With the Jennifer Aniston scent, it was only jasmine. So if you like jasmine fragrances, you know what? That's a cheaper alternative. In this, yes, there is jasmine, but it's surrounded by those two other notes, and because of that, yes, I'm still able to wear it. Will I finish? Yes, but will I repurchase? No. I briefly talk about this. That's the Aqua Allegoria Forte Mandarin Basilic, meaning it's a stronger version of the original. And when you smell it, okay, I think I have the note. Yeah, I took the wrong note. When you smell it, you can smell sweet mandarin, and there's something else coming through. It smells like mandarin basil at the beginning. So for example, the way how this smell at the beginning, that's how this one goes for a prolonged period of time. A long time, many hours. And you, after that time, what you can smell mandarin, sweetness of it, but also something else which comes through. And now I'm gonna give you the notes so you know why I have such a experience. So top note, mandarin basil, black currant. Then middle notes, we have rose, orange blossom, and then at the base we have cedar, musk, and sandalwood. The difference between those two, and I took this from the Guerlain website, like, okay, this one it's sparkling, luminous, aromatic, and citrus, while this it's woody, fruity, and citrus. Woody, it's because of that cedar, musk, and sandalwood. So yes, this one is a little bit heavier than this, so it's up to you which one you will prefer. The scent which I finished few months back were Versace Vent scent, which comes in like a simple square bottle, and the juice inside is green. And if I can compare this to something, it's like the Dolce Gabbana, but like this. Let's call this is lemon. That one, it will be like lemonade. It's still fresh and citrusy. You have that zest, but it's not so much in your face. Some of the notes which are found in that perfume are top note, bergamot, green mandarin, fig, and citruses. What is a bergamot? It's a kind of a lime which has those citrusy aromatic essence. Notes are bergamot, green mandarin, fig, and citruses. Middle notes: sea lily, jasmine, cardamom, and narcissus. And the base notes are sandalwood, cedar, olive wood, and musk. Overall, it's a citrus, fresh, woody, floral. Will I repurchase if I can still buy it? Because I don't know if they sell it. But if I see it somewhere, yes, I see myself rebuying. The last citrusy scent, which I'm gonna show you, it's from Guerlain. That's the Bergamot Calabria. And I think I already told you, like the bergamot, it's a different kind of a lime, and Calabria is the juice from the leaves and from the, let's call it, branches. When I, yeah, ooh. Okay, so when you smell this at the beginning, let me grab my notes. When you smell this at the beginning, it's citrusy, grassy, fresh, and pleasant. And then later on, it's green and citrusy. I can call this like a spring fragrance, citrusy, herbal, fresh. Yeah. And what's in it? The top notes are Calabrian, bergamot, and petitgrain. What is petitgrain? It's a juice from the leaves and from the branches of the, let's call it bergamot tree. The middle notes, it's cardamom and ginger, and base notes, woody accord and white musk. And what was it earlier? It's citrusy because of that bergamot, herbal, woody accords, white musk, and yes, it is fresh. It's one of those things which can make you feel refreshed. It's not overpowering. It's like, okay, when this was like taking a fresh shower, this is the feeling afterwards which stays with you, where a purchase possible because I do like it. Over the years, I tried many citrusy scents. However, I just show you only the one which I have. In fact, let me know what are your fragrances which you enjoy wearing during spring and summer. Okay, I see you next time. Bye for now.